That's right. Today is May 3rd of 2024. It's a Friday, and it is the Robbie.G Show podcast. And here are some celebrities that share a birthday with you if today is your birthday. Eric Church turns 47. Actress Christina Hendricks turns 49. Singer Frankie Valli is 90. Cheryl Burke turns 40. And then happy heavenly birthday to three people today. James Brown, who passed away in 2006. Bing Crosby, who died in 1977, and Sugar Ray Robinson, who died in 1989. So if today is your birthday, happy birthday to you. Hopefully everybody's going to enjoy this beautiful day. Spring is definitely sprung. We are in the thicket. We're close to summer, and we are already getting summer weather out here. It is like in the upper 70s, almost 80. It's a beautiful weekend. Hopefully no rain this weekend, or very little. Maybe at night when no one's out. Maybe in the middle of the night when people are sleeping. A few other birthdays that happened this week that I want to mention. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He turned 52 yesterday. Pat McAfee from the WWE and from the NFL shows that he hosts and the college shows that he hosts. He turned 37. And one of my favorite actresses who played the character of Six on Blossom, Jenna Van Oy, she turned 47 yesterday also. So happy birthday to those. Belated birthday. Obviously, I'm not on Thursday to wish them a happy birthday, but I just wanted to throw those shout-outs there, too. What a show we got for you. NHL and NBA playoffs are almost done with their first rounds. We got WWE Backlash from France tomorrow morning. That's exciting. We're going to talk about all that. We're also going to talk about the NFL Draft being over. That's it. We are set. Free agency is, still ongoing. You can still sign free agents, but the major free agency is done. And then, of course, we have now the NFL Draft over. So we are in the thicket of the NFL season coming up. We've got they got the OTAs, all that stuff coming up soon, rookie mini camps, all that stuff, good stuff. And then, of course, the preseason. We are only months away from the preseason. It starts in the middle of August. We're already at the beginning of May. So, if you think about it, they report for training camp in July. So, you only got a few months for them to relax. And during that few months, they're going to have stuff to do. So, we'll go over all that. And then WNBA, I'm going to kick it off here. They are breaking records with ticket sales, but especially the Chicago Sky, which I think everybody thought maybe the Indiana Fever would be that team. Chicago Sky is actually leading the way right now, and that's because of the two rookie sensations that we picked up for Chicago. WNBA season actually starts, I believe, this week already coming up. So I'll go into that too. We got a bunch of entertainment stuff, and of course, the CD that I listened to, it was amazing. I'll let you know who it was and who was the one that did that. So let's get into the show. Let's talk WNBA first. All right, so here's a little bit of fun facts on the WNBA with their ticket sales. Sales across the WNBA are up 93% compared to this time last year. StubHub said in its report, citing a growth trend that we've seen for the sport across the last few years. Sales for the defending champions, the Las Vegas Aces, which also drafted Iowa standout Kate Martin, have increased about 190% compared to this time last year. Sales for the New York Liberty have increased about 30%, and sales for the Fever, Clark's team, have increased more than 13 times, StubHub said. The Chicago Sky, which drafted LSU's Angel Reese and South Carolina's Camila Cardoso, has seen its sales triple since last season. Now, this is all based on StubHub, so, that's crazy. StubHub spokesperson Adam Badelli described Clark's impact on the report as electrifying, saying it sparked an unprecedented 15-time increase in searches for the Indiana Fever after her WNBA draft announcement. And as of April 30th, 9 of the 10 best-selling games this season are away games for the Fever. So, that's amazing for the sport, because everybody says, if you want these women to make more money, they have to make more revenue, people got to go to the games, buy the jerseys. Well, we're starting to see that. Now we're going to see if these guys that say that are going to flip-flop and try to say something else. Because I'm telling you now, there's a lot of men out there, and I've seen it. Believe me, I go on social media every day of my life. I'm on social media researching stuff for my shows, just going on in general, just like everybody else does, perusing, Facebook and X and TikTok and all that. A lot of these men who will fight tooth and nail to say that, WNBA is not a real pro league or whatever because it's for women, not men. These are the guys who will be the first ones to say, well, they're not going to get raises if they don't make more money, which is true to a point. But a lot of these men aren't saying it for that reason. A lot of them are saying it because they just don't like the fact that women have their own NBA. Can you imagine the backlash if the NFL decided to do the WNFL or NHL did the WNHL? Men would lose their minds. They've already lost basketball. They don't want to lose football and NHL. But I'll tell you now, it could happen one day. Because there are women that play hockey in college. So why not do a pro league for that? I implore the NHL to look into that and see how many women from the college circuit or even women in their upper 20s and early 30s who played hockey either with college, high school. Not a lot of high schools really have hockey, but I know some colleges do. But also women who played maybe on the women's Olympic teams and stuff for things. See how many of them would want to play professionally in hockey. And if you got enough, make a small little league. Start it with 6 to 10 teams. Just like the WNBA did. And I can guarantee people will watch. I don't know how many men will jump on it right away, but they will eventually watch. Not only did I hit this on the head, but I was very right. Not only does the WNBA start this week, the preseason starts today. I was just looking up the schedule right now to see when they start, and it's today. Today you got 2 games, the Fever and the Wings at 7 p.m. and the Sky and the Lynx play at 7 p.m. today. So if you're in Indiana, let me make sure. Yeah, Indiana. If you're wherever the Wings play, I don't know all the teams yet. If you're in Chicago where the Sky play, or you're where the Lynx play, I don't even know what. Is that Minnesota? It just sounds like a Minnesota team for some reason. I don't know why, but it does. It sounds like a Minnesota team. They all play today. So that's exciting. Not only was I right, but yeah, WNBA preseason starts today, and then the regular season, let's look at that. Now let's just look at the Sky schedule for a second, because that'll tell me when the actual season is going to start. Okay, so we've got... Yeah, I'm looking this up right now as we speak. Okay, so today is preseason and Tuesday's preseason. Wednesday, May 15th is the start of the regular season for the Sky, and they take on the Wings. So yeah, the WNBA actually starts in the next week for the actual season. Or actually, no, that's about 2 weeks. Because wait, today's the 3rd, so maybe 12 days. So yeah, it's coming. It's pretty crazy too, because I'm looking, and they play all the way till September 15th. I didn't realize that the WNBA schedule is so long. Now, have I watched any games? Yes, I have. Sporadically. I really started getting into them the year that they were the 8th seed, and they ended up winning the WNBA title. That really got me hooked. That was only a couple years ago. But seeing a number 8 seed go all the way to the WNBA finals and win it, because, you've seen that in the NBA. Miami did that, last year they made it all the way to the finals and ended up losing to Denver when they were the 8th seed. But, you see that once in a while in sports. A seed that you don't think is going to win a wild card, stuff like that, that's not supposed to necessarily win it, do it. So, to see that was cool. And I did keep watching, and I did. I watched, and I got into it. So, and now it's even more exciting. It was cool seeing Candace Parker come home to Chicago and win it. It had a Derrick Rose feel to it, where I think if Derrick Rose came back to the Bulls, I think that a lot of people would watch because of Derrick Rose being back and hoping that he gets a ring with his hometown. And Candace Parker got to do that. So yeah, that was cool to see. But now with these 2 rookies that they got, especially Angel Reese, she's the biggest out of the 2. Well, not really. The other one is too. But Angel Reese is really big here, and people are excited. And then Caitlin Clark, obviously, with Indiana. I don't know if Indiana could face off against Chicago in the WNBA Finals, because I don't really know how the seedings go yet. I mean, like I said, I'm just really starting to get into it now. And I think it's because my daughter's getting older. I like her to see stuff like that, to know that she can go and she can do other stuff now. So, she can do things that years ago people didn't necessarily do. So, like I said, I would love to watch more games this year if I'm home, or if, whatever. If I'm home or if I can be home for it, I'll watch some of the games. I might even watch a little tonight if I'm home. I know we're going out for a little bit, but maybe I'll tape it and watch it. I don't know if it's even going to be on TV. Because it's a preseason game. So, a lot of preseason's not always on the TV. And I was right, it is the Minnesota Lynx. I knew that sounded like a Minnesota team. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But go WNBA. I hope that they start making more revenue so that these women get paid more. It's sad that a person working a warehouse job can get paid just as much as a WNBA player. They have to train all year for that. And stuff. But I did hear they do get an apartment and a car. So at the same time, it kind of, I think, compensates it, because they don't pay for an apartment or a car. So their salary is really just theirs, and they don't pay for their hotels and stuff like that. Just like the NBA, they pay for their, planes and stuff and hotels, so they don't have to do that out of pocket. It's not like WWE, where the wrestlers pay out of pocket for their own hotels and rental cars and all that. They take a team bus to the arena, so they don't pay for any of that stuff. So the $70,000 that they make a year or whatever it is, that's theirs, and they don't, like I said, they don't pay for an apartment, they don't pay for a car, they don't pay for travel, they don't pay for hotels. So really, that might not be horrible money, but it could be better. Could definitely be better. Alright, so let's go on and move on to our next topic of the day. Our next topic, of course, is going to be the NBA and NHL playoffs. Let's kick it off with the NHL. Alright, so NHL playoffs, we are still in the first round, obviously, but almost done. Right now, the Winnipeg lost to Colorado 4-1, so Colorado goes on to the second round. Dallas right now and Vegas are 3-2 in favor of the Dallas Stars right there, so that's the number one seed. And they're about to eliminate them unless they tie it and go into a Game 7. Then Vancouver and Nashville are 3-2. Vancouver is leading that series. And then Edmonton beat the LA Kings 4-1 to go on to the second round. In the Eastern Conference, we got Florida, who won 4-1 over the Tampa Bay Lightning, and they're the number one seed. So if you think about it, yeah, the Vegas Golden Knights, no matter what seed they are, they come to play. And they're number 8, and they're 3-2 right now. They're down 3-2 with a chance to tie the series up. So, like I said, I mean, they don't go to sleep. That's one thing about Vegas. Vegas never sleeps, and neither do the Vegas Golden Knights. And then, of course, Boston and Toronto are tied 3 games apiece right now. So that's going to a Game 7. Always exciting in the NHL Game 7s. And the other side of the Eastern Conference, the New York Rangers swept Washington 4-0 to go on to the second round, where they'll face the Carolina... I don't even know who I'm not big on hockey for all the teams, so I don't know Carolina. Is it the Hurricanes or something like that? So Carolina Hurricanes go on 4-1 over the New York Islanders. So right now in the second round, it's going to be Carolina and the New York Rangers in the second round. That's the only second round that's set so far in the NHL. And it looks like Game 6... Let's see where we're at. Game 6 of the Stars and Golden Knights is today at 9 o'clock. If the Golden Knights win, they will tie the series up at 3 apiece and go to a Game 7. The Maple Leafs and the Bruins, who are tied at 3-3. Winner takes all tomorrow night. Vancouver and the Preds play Sunday on Cinco de Mayo, and Vancouver leads 3-2. They can end that series. And then, of course, the Golden Knights will end up playing the Stars in Game 7, if necessary, if they win tonight. So they'll play on Sunday also. So there you go. That's that. And then round 2 is already starting on Sunday also, and that's the Hurricanes and Rangers. They will play game 1 of their best of 7 in the second round on Sunday also. So the second round is already starting. They're moving it along. They could have waited, but they're going to move along and everything. All right, so let's go on now to the NBA. All right, so in the NBA, the Celtics, obviously everybody knows, has beaten the number 8 seeded Heat 4-1 to advance to the second round in the East. The Cavaliers and the Magic are 3-2 right now. Cleveland is ahead of the Magic in that series. They're a 4-5 seed. Game 6 of that series is, I believe, tonight at 7 Eastern. So check that out. Indiana beat the Bucks and knocked the Bucks out. They were the 6th seed, and they beat the Bucks. So the Bucks have no chance of winning. Everybody's like, oh, Giannis. Yeah, well, Giannis is going to be sitting at home with his brother watching the second round. Pacers will be playing the New York Knicks, who won last night and won their series 4-2. So the Knicks move on to the second round. And now in the West, the Oklahoma City Thunder, they swept the Pelicans 4-0. So they're going on to the second round, and they will play the winner of the Clippers and Mavericks, who are playing each other tonight in Game 6. And that series is led 3-2 by the Mavericks. So if the Mavericks win, that series is over. If they lose, the Clippers take it to a Game 7. Timberwolves swept the Suns 4-0. And they're moving on to play Denver, who beat the Lakers and bounced out LeBron in the first round, 4-1. So, yeah, the second round is almost set all the way. Right now in the semifinals, yeah, that's crazy. Semifinals, it'll be Boston and whoever wins that series. Pacers and Knicks. Timberwolves and Nuggets, those are all set, and those actually start this weekend. Saturday starts the Timberwolves and Nuggets. Monday starts the Pacers and the Knicks. And then May 11th would be the Celtics and whoever wins their series. And then Tuesday will be the Thunder and whoever wins the series that's waiting to get into there. So we are in the thick, and we're going to the second round of the NHL the NHL and NBA playoffs. By next week, we'll already know who's in the second round and who's already up in their series, so we'll definitely talk about that next week. All right, let's move on to our next topic. The NFL draft is over. All right, it's official. With the NFL draft being over and free agency pretty much done. I mean, obviously, like I said earlier, you could still pick up some free agents, but the major period of free agency is done. Now it's time for voluntary off-season workout programs, and that's it. This is where players can report voluntarily to work out with their teams and do certain drills, and nothing major contact or anything, obviously, but just get them back into football, because some of these teams have been out since like January, so I mean it's a long time. It's January all the way till May. That's 5 months of not doing any major workouts, anything like that. Obviously your playoff teams that went deep into January, or Super Bowl teams that went into February, it's a little different, but like I said, most of your players, most of your teams were already out before the off season started, way before. So this is their time to do different things. Teams are allowed to carry out 7-on-7, 9-on-7, and 11-on-11 drills. All 32 teams can hold one mandatory mini camp, which must take place during one of the final 2 weekends of Phase 3, which is what we're in. Teams may also run a rookie football development program for 7 weeks, which can begin this year, Monday, May 13th. So that's coming up. So here's what we've got. Here's the full schedule for all the teams in the NFL and when their workouts are, so you can watch in your area. Arizona Cardinals, their OTA off-season workouts, May 20th through the 22nd, May 28th through the 30th, and June 3rd through the 6th. Mandatory minicamp, this is mandatory. This is for everybody. They all have to show up. June 11th through the 13th, and then, of course, rookie minicamp is going to be May 10th through the 12th. Let's see, for the Atlanta Falcons, their off-season workouts, May 13th and 14th, May 16th, May 20th and the 21st, May 23rd, June 3rd and 4th, and June 6th. Their mandatory camp is going to be June 10th through the 12th, and rookie mini camps will be May 10th through the 12th. Baltimore Ravens, they have May 20th, 22nd, 23rd, May 28th, May 30th, 31st, June 3rd and June 4th, and June 6th and June 7th for their OTA off-season workouts. Their mandatory minicamp is June 11th through the 13th, and rookie minicamps are May 3rd through the 5th, which is actually this weekend. The Buffalo Bills have their off-season workouts of May 20th and the 21st, May 23rd, May 28th through the 30th, June 3rd and 4th, and June 6th. Their mandatory minicamp is June 11th to the 13th through the 13th, and then rookie minicamp is the 10th and 11th of May. Carolina Panthers off-season OTAs are going to be the 20th to the 21st of May, May 23rd, May 28th and 29th, May 31st, June 3rd and 4th, and June 6th. Their mandatory minicamp, June 11th through the 13th. And then the rookie minicamp is going to be May 10th through the 12th. It looks like pretty much all your rookie camps are the 10th, around the 10th. So it just depends on how you want to do it. My Chicago Bears, their OTAs are going to be May 20th and the 21st, May 23rd, May 28th and 29th, and May 31st. Our mandatory minicamp is June 4th through the 6th, and the rookie minicamp is the 10th and the 11th. So those are some dates there. All right, if you're a Cincinnati Bengals fan, your OTAs are May 28th through the 30th and June 3rd through the 6th. Mandatory minicamps, June 11th through the 13th. And then the rookie minicamp is a one-day, and it's May 10th. The Cleveland Browns, if you're a fan of the Brownies, their OTAs are May 20th or 21st to the 23rd, May 28th through the 30th, and June 3rd through the 6th. The mandatory minicamp is June 11th through the 13th, and rookie minicamp will be May 10th through the 12th. Dallas Cowboys OTAs are May 21st through the 23rd, and May 29th through the 31st. Mandatory minicamp is June 4th through the 6th, and then, of course, their rookie minicamp is May 10th and the 11th. Denver Broncos have their OTAs on May 21st to the 23rd, May 28th through the 30th, and June 3rd through the 6th. And then, of course, mandatory minicamp is June 11th through the 13th. Now, if you're listening to this show right now and you're bored listening to all these teams' OTAs, I'm doing this so everybody can hear their team. You could forward through to your team like a little bit, just kind of forward back and forth on the thing. I know there's a lot of stuff going on, but I'd like to get all this out to people so that they can, find out when their mini camps are for their teams, and they could go bother their teams. I don't know if these are open to the public or not, but, maybe they are, maybe they aren't. You can find out. Let's see. Denver Broncos mandatory camp is minicamp June 11th through the 13th, and rookie minicamp is the 10th through the 12th. The Detroit Lions OTAs are May 21st through the 23rd, 29th through the 31st, and June 10th through the 12th. Mandatory minicamp is June 4th through the 6th, and rookie minicamp is the 10th through the 12th of May. I'm not even going to say when that the rookie minicamps are in May because they're all in May. So I'm just going to say the dates because that'll save us a little time on these. This is a lot of teams. We're going through 32 of them. Green Bay Packers OTA is May 20th through the 21st, the 23rd, the 28th, and the 29th, and the 31st. Also June 3rd and 4th, and the 6th. Mandatory minicamp is June 11th through the 13th, and rookie minicamps are the 3rd and the 4th of this month, which is actually, that's actually today and tomorrow. So in Green Bay right now, the rookies are in their minicamp. The Houston Texans OTAs are May 20th through the 21st, the 23rd, and the 29th through the 31st. Mandatory minicamp June 4th through the 6th, and of course the rookie minicamp is this month, the 10th and 11th. Indianapolis Colts OTAs are May 21st through the 23rd, and the 29th through the 31st. Mandatory minicamp is June 4th through the 6th, and then rookie minicamp is the 10th through the 12th of May. Let's see, Jacksonville Jaguars OTAs are May 20th and the 21st, the 23rd, the 28th and 29th, May 31st, and June 3rd and the 6th. The mandatory minicamp is June 10th through the 12th, and then, of course, rookie minicamp is the 10th and 11th. Also, Chicago Bears and Houston Texans will play this year in the Hall of Fame game in August, which is like the first game of the year. It's an honor to be in it, and I believe it's because Houston and Chicago both have players going in to the Hall of Fame this year. Kansas City Chiefs, not that Mahomes really needs this. The OTA workouts are May 20th through the 22nd, May 28th through the 30th, and June 4th through the 7th. Mandatory minicamp is June 11th through the 13th, and rookie minicamp is, of course, this Saturday through Monday. Las Vegas Raiders will be doing their minicamp, or their OTAs, the 20th and the 21st of May, the 23rd, the 28th and 29th, 31st, and June 3rd through the 6th. Mandatory minicamp, June 11th through the 13th, and then rookie minicamp is 10th and 11th of this month, which, I mean, a lot of this makes sense if you're really looking at this. They're going to get together, hopefully, players in May, June, and July, because July is obviously when your real training camp starts. So now they're starting to get people into shape May, June, and July to get the preseason going in August. So it makes sense. I hope that a lot of these players actually show up to these, because obviously the mandatory ones, they have to be there, but like even these OTAs, I would go if I was a player. And I'll tell you why. You have, after mandatory minicamp in June, you have from June, whatever the last date of it is, all the way through training camp at the end of July to go on vacations and go and do things. So, honestly, I really believe that these teams should show up. If you're a Charger fan, your OTAs are the 20th and the 21st, the 23rd, the 29th and 31st of May, and then June 4th and through the 7th. Mandatory minicamp is June 11th through the 13th, and rookie minicamp is May 10th through the 12th. Los Angeles Rams OTAs are the 20th and the 21st, 23rd, 28th, 29th, and 31st of May, and then June 3rd through the 6th. Mandatory minicamp, June 10th through the 12th, and then, of course, the rookie minicamp is 10th and 11th of May. Miami Dolphins, your OTAs, 20th through the 21st, 23rd, 28th, 29th, and 31st of May. Mandatory minicamp, June 4th through the 6th, and then, of course, the rookie minicamp is the 10th through the 12th of May. Minnesota Vikings OTAs, they've got May 20th to 21st, the 23rd, 28th, 29th, and 31st of May, and then, of course, June 10th through the 13th. Mandatory minicamp is going to be June 4th through the 6th, and then the rookie minicamp is going to be May 10th and the 12th. So that's for them. Let's see how many teams we got left. There's a lot of teams left. Well, actually not. Washington, Tennessee, Tampa, Seattle, San Francisco, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, New York Jets, New York Giants, New Orleans Saints, the New England Patriots. So let's go into those really quick. Patriots fans, OTAs, May 20th through the 21st, 23rd, 29th through the 31st of May, and then June 3rd through 6th. Mandatory minicamps, June 11th through the 13th, and then, of course, rookie minicamp is the 10th through the 12th. New Orleans, OTA, May 21st through the 23rd, 28th through the 30th, and then June 3rd through the 6th. Mandatory minicamp, yeah, of course, this is going to happen, June 11th through the 13th, and then May 10th through the 12th is, of course, rookies. New York Giants OTA, May 20th and the 21st, the 23rd, the 28th, the 29th, and the 31st of May, and then June 3rd, 4th, June 6th, and 7th. Mandatory minicamp, 11th through the 13th of June, and the rookies will report May 9th through the 11th. New York Jets OTAs, it will be the 20th, the 21st, the 23rd, the 28th, 29th, and the 31st of May, and then of the 3rd, 4th, 6th, and 7th of June. Mandatory minicamp, 11th through the 13th of June, and then, of course, the rookie minicamp is today through Sunday. Philadelphia Eagles OTAs, May 20th, 22nd, 23rd, 28th, 30th, and 31st. Mandatory minicamp, 4th through the 6th of June. Rookie minicamp, today and tomorrow. Pittsburgh Steelers, OTAs the 21st through the 23rd, 28th through the 30th of May, and then June 3rd through 6th. Mandatory minicamps, June 11th through the 13th, and rookie minicamp is the 10th through the 12th of May. San Francisco 49ers, OTAs, 20, 21st, 23rd, 28th, 29th, and 31st, all of May. Mandatory minicamps, June 4th through the 6th, and then, of course, May 10th and 11th, the rookie minicamp. Let's see, Seattle Seahawks OTAs, May 20th, 22nd, 23rd, 28th, 30th, 31st, and then June 3rd, 4th, 6th, and 7th. And then the mandatory minicamp, June 11th through the 13th, and then rookie minicamp is May 3rd through the 5th. Tampa Bay, their OTAs, May 20th through the 23rd, 28th through the 30th, and then, of course, June 4th through 6th. Mandatory minicamp, June 11th through the 13th, and then rookie minicamp, 10 through 12. Tennessee Titans, we're almost done, 2 left. Tennessee Titans OTAs, May 20th and 21st, 23rd, 28th, 29th, 31st, and then June 10th through the 13th. Also minicamps that are mandatory, 4th through 6th of June. Rookies will report May 10th through the 12th. And finally, the Washington Commanders OTAs will be May 14th, 15th, 17th, 21st, 22nd, 24th, and then June 4th, 5th, and 7th. Mandatory minicamp, June 11th through the 13th, and then rookies report next week, May 10th through the 12th. So that's all of what's going on in the off season. I'll go over training camp in the next few weeks. That obviously they'll release all that. NFL preseason will kick off on, let's see, the Hall of Fame game, which will be, let's see, week 1 of the preseason. I can't believe we're talking about this already. It's crazy. They do have that up. Let's see. Oh, no games available yet. So they're not necessarily having all that. The NFL schedule release should be coming out, and I'll be highlighting big games on that. I hope that just says coming in May. I'm hoping it comes out on a Thursday so that I can do it on a Friday. That's what I'm hoping. We'll see what happens. It says the wait is almost over. Get ready for the NFL season with the 2024 NFL schedule release. Dates will be set, primetime matchups will be known, and every game's revealed. The full schedule release is coming in May. Watch it on NFL Network and streaming on NFL Plus. Additional coverage on ESPN2. So all that's coming up soon. There's going to be a few international games in London, Munich, and Sao Paulo. I believe that's in, Spain? Or Brazil, okay. Sao Paulo is in Brazil. London, England, and Munich, Germany. So there's games coming up there. I believe the Bears are going against Kansas City on one. That's what they were talking about last year. They haven't said necessarily yet. So we'll see once the schedule gets released. I'm kind of hoping for that. I wouldn't mind a 9 o'clock in the morning game, because that way I can have the rest of the day before I go to work, because it'll be on a Sunday. I wouldn't mind for it to be a Saturday game. That'd be even better, but that's not going to happen. All right, so now we're done with our NFL talk. Let's go into the big story of this weekend. Of course, this weekend is WWE Backlash. So let's go over Backlash and talk about it. Before we talk about WWE Backlash, in the spirit of Cody Rhodes, Robbie.G Show podcast fans, what do you want to talk about? Let's talk about the WWE Draft. That was last week. It was actually Friday of last week and then Monday of this week on Raw. And night 1, of course, was last Friday night. The GMs got their picks in. Round 1, SmackDown got Bianca Belair. Raw got Jey Uso. SmackDown got Carmelo Hayes. And Raw got Seth freaking Rollins. Oh, and on more good news about Seth Rollins is he officially signed his new WWE contract. He is locked in for multi-years. So is Drew McIntyre. They're just waiting on Becky Lynch. I'm sure now that Seth signed, Becky's going to sign too. Round 2 of the draft was SmackDown Randy Orton. Raw got Braun Breaker. SmackDown got Nia Jax. And Raw got Liv Morgan. Round 3, SmackDown got LA Knight. Raw got Ricochet. SmackDown got the Bloodline, which was Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Paul Heyman. Now, Roman told Paul Heyman that he was taking himself out of the draft. Because he didn't feel like he wanted to bring the Bloodline down. So this is going to lead into a storyline later. We'll see where it goes. Obviously, the storyline has been amazing with Solo taking over the reins of, no pun intended, of the Bloodline. But we'll see where this goes. It's going to go somewhere good, especially because I think Paul Heyman will bring back Roman and the Usos together, and they'll be like the good guys versus the bad Bloodline. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, we all know that Jacob Fatu will be joining most likely the Bloodline. I think it's going to happen in France tomorrow. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And then Raw got Sheamus. Round 4... SmackDown got AJ Styles. Raw got the Alpha Academy, Chad Gable, Otis, Akira Tozawa, and Maxine Dupree. SmackDown got Andrade, and Raw got Kiana James. And then it says, as announced on social media last Friday night, SmackDown got the OC, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson. SmackDown got Baron Corbin. SmackDown also got Cedric Alexander and Ashanti the Adonis. Raw got Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, Alba Fry and Isla Dawn, and Ivar. Night 2, which was on Raw Monday, the first pick of Night 2, Round 1, was Imperium, Gunther, and Ludwig Kaiser. SmackDown, of course, kept Jade Cargill. Raw took Damage Control, which was Io Sky, Asuka, Kairi Sane, and Dakota Kai. So they actually switched brands. They're going from SmackDown over to Raw now. And then SmackDown got Kevin Owens. Round 2, Raw selected CM Punk. SmackDown took The Pride, Bobby Lashley, Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, and B-Fab. Braun Strowman made his big return to Raw on Monday night. He's going to be a Raw brand. And then SmackDown took Tiffany Stratton. Tiffy is going to be still on SmackDown. Round 3, Raw took the LWO, Rey Mysterio, Zelina Vega, Jaqueen Wild, Cruz Del Toro, and Carlito, who I don't think is even going to be with them anymore, but he'll be now on Raw. SmackDown took Legado del Fantasma, which is Santos Escobar, Angel, Berto, and Elektra Lopez. Raw took Drew McIntyre, which made him mad that he went in the third round. He actually wasn't even the first pick of the third round. He was the second pick in the third round. He got mad, went on a rant. CM Punk was actually there trolling him from the skybox. Drew went up to the skybox. CM Punk went down to the ring. It was great. If you haven't seen it, definitely go watch that. It was great. And then, of course, SmackDown took Shinsuke Nakamura. Round 4, Raw took the Judgment Day, Finn Balor, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and JD McDonough, which makes sense because Damian Priest cannot leave Raw. He is the world champion, so they will stay with the Judgment Day for now together. SmackDown took Naomi. Raw took Ilja Dragunov. And then SmackDown took Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Round 5, Raw took the New Day. SmackDown took Pretty Deadly. Raw took Lyra Valkyria. I don't even know how to say that name. And SmackDown took Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. And then the final round for Raw, Raw took the Final Testament of Karrion Kross, Scarlett, Akeem Razar, and Paul Ellering. SmackDown took DIY, Tommaso Ciampa, and Johnny Gargano. And then Raw took Big Bronson Reed. SmackDown's last pick was Blair Davenport. As announced on social media on Monday night, SmackDown took Apollo Crews, Giovanni Vinci, Tegan Knox. And then Raw took Natalya, Kaden Carter, and Katana Chance, Odyssey Jones, Dijak, Julius Creed, Brutus Creed, and Ivy Neville, and then the New Catch Republic of Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates. So it was really good. Now, none of this kicks in technically until Monday night on Raw. That will be the first night that all these superstars, whether they came from SmackDown, NXT, and went to Raw, will appear on Raw. Tonight's SmackDown roster will be what it was before, but I'm sure the SmackDown people will all go there too. But yeah, so we'll see that happening. But this all starts on Monday, May 6th. So this weekend, obviously, is WWE Backlash. And let's go over the card. It is emanating from France. And so is SmackDown tonight. So I believe that SmackDown's going to be taped because the time difference for France to the United States. Let's look that up really quick. What is the time difference in France? What is the time difference in France? Let's see. Because that's why I'm thinking. Let's see what time it is in France right now. Is it in France? This is the fun part of a show, is you get to hear what I'm doing while I'm doing it. So right now in France it's 7:27 p.m. That doesn't say necessarily what part of France, but in France right now, obviously they may have different time zones like we do, but I want to know. So it's 7:27 p.m. on Friday, May 3rd. Most likely SmackDown is being taped right now. Or it's live right now in France. They're not going to do, I doubt they're going to do it live, because if they did it live, that would be, let's see, it's a 7-hour difference. So if it was going on at 7 p.m. here, it'd be like 2 o'clock in the morning. They're not going to do that. So yeah, they're obviously most likely taping it now. So there probably will be spoilers by tonight that you can catch if you go on there. But by the time you hear the show at 5, it's already 2 hours till SmackDown. So I'm not going to be able to spoil it for you, nor would I. I'm not even going to look. But I might not watch it anyway tonight because I'm going to be a little busy. So we'll see, but I will be watching tomorrow. So the big news is that SmackDown is in France, but so is WWE Backlash. WWE Backlash is tomorrow, May 4th at 11:30 a.m. So, and that's Central Time. That's my time. So that's when the pre-show will probably kick off around 11:30. So let's look at what we're going to see tomorrow in Backlash. So it says, for the first time ever, WWE is holding a premium live event in France. And for Backlash, let's see, Bayley will have the first premium live defense over women's title. So here it is. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, so 12 p.m. our time in Chicago on Peacock. WWE Backlash, match card, and projected order. This is the projected order. Now, right now, there's only 5 matches on the card. Now, obviously, SmackDown could add maybe 1 or 2 more matches, but right now they're stuck at only 5. So here we go. WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. The Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, champions versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Now, my prediction, I would love to see Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill win the tag titles together. Do I think it's going to happen this quick? No. I don't think they're going to do it that fast. But I would love to see WWE pull the trigger on it. I don't feel the Kabuki Warriors need the tag titles anymore, but they barely defended it anyway. I'm hoping Triple H changes that with whoever walks out with the women's tag titles. I'm hoping that... Now remember, the WWE Tag Team Women's titles can float because there's only one set. It's not like the men who now have 2 sets of titles. There's only one set. So they can float between any show they want. But yeah, so I am calling it now. I'm calling Asuka and Kairi Sane. I don't think Bianca and Jade are going to win, but I don't think that they're going to lose in just a normal way, because I don't think they want to do that to Jade. I think that Bianca would take the pin, make Jade still be strong, but I think that it's going to happen through like interference, obviously. You'll have Dakota Kai walking around ringside and stuff, so yeah. I think there's going to be some kind of interference by one of Damage Control to help them keep their titles. So it's going to be Asuka and Kairi Sane. Randy Orton and Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline of Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga. This match is going to be the Bloodline. They're going to win because they're going to have interference from Jacob Fatu. And he will be the next new member of the Bloodline coming in. They've been holding him off. He was already supposed to premiere already in the last week, and he hasn't. So where's the best place to do it? During a Bloodline match. Because we all know the Bloodline couldn't win with Roman without interference. So they're going to do the same thing, I'm thinking, with Solo. But I really believe the Bloodline win this one. I think it's going to be a dirty match that way, but that's how they do it. WWE Women's Championship match. Bayley, champion, versus Naomi and Tiffany Stratton. I don't think it's Tiffy time yet, and Naomi's not going to win it yet. Bayley just won it. She's going to retain and be champion, so I call Bayley on that one. The World Heavyweight Championship. Damian Priest versus Jey Uso. Main event, Jey Uso is not going to win this match. I see it going with Damian. I don't necessarily see any outside interference out of not Damage Control, out of Judgment Day. They will be out there. I think that Damian says he wants to go out alone, and I think they're going to honor that. They may come down later in the match and almost cost them, but he isn't going to lose it yet. I think Damian Priest loses it to Drew McIntyre, and I think it's going to be a Clash at the Castle. I think that's where Drew's going to win it. But yeah, Damian Priest with the win there. And then the WWE Undisputed Championship, Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles. This match is going to be a banger, and Cody Rhodes wins at the end. I don't foresee Cody Rhodes losing the title that soon after WrestleMania on his first defense. In fact, I don't see anybody losing. And I say that everyone, if anyone was going to upset and win, then I think it would be the Kabuki Warriors losing their tag titles to Bianca and Jade. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, let's move on now. That's going to be a good pay-per-view. I'm looking now just to see who everybody's picking on this, but I'll do that later. But yeah, so that's it. So that is it for our sports section. Let's move on. A big Fortnite update. If you are a fan of Star Wars, then you love to play Fortnite, this is your time, baby. May the 4th be with you tomorrow. And yeah, so they are doing a Star Wars update on Fortnite. So make sure you go check that out. I heard Chewbacca's part of it. I'm trying to see everything that you get. So let's go over that. Alright, so let's do this. Fortnite Star Wars crossover event for 2024 will feature new missions, cosmetics, and activities from May 3rd onwards. Players can battle Imperial forces, complete new Star Wars quests, and unlock rewards like unique skins and weapon blasters. The event will now include new items in the item shop, such as Dagobah Luke, Beskar Carbody, and the Mad About Me Jam Track. Fortnite has a wave of new Star Wars content planned all across its game modes. Today, May 4th, I'm trying to see what we got here. A lot of it has to do with Lego Fortnite, which my son loves. There will also be Star Wars fans will be able to rock out to classic songs from the Mas Aswali Cantina in Fortnite's Festival's Jam Stage starting May 3rd. By completing new Star Wars quests, players can unlock a Battle Pass level up reward and the 7-string Hulkaset guitar. Meanwhile, Rocket Racing is adding in Star Wars quests on May 3rd, with even more coming on May 7th. These quests have their own Battle Pass level up reward. Let's see, what else? I'm looking through this really quick to see what they're doing. Let's see, I know that they're doing a Chewbacca skin. I saw that already. Here we go. How to get Chewbacca on Fortnite. So if you're a Fortnite fan and you want to get Chewbacca, the most famous Wookiee in the galaxy far, far away comes to Fortnite. You'll need to exchange V-Bucks for this walking carpet. It says Han Solo's favorite fuzzball comes to Fortnite thanks to the newest Fortnite Star Wars event. And with a bout of growls and chuckles, Chewbacca will certainly leave an impression while claiming a victory royale. Perhaps a few rogue hairs from all the shedding. Chewbacca, an impressive outfit. Let's see when he's going to be. It says, purchase the premium reward track Lego Pass for 1,400 V-Bucks, and you'll get the skin. If players want to get Chewbacca on Fortnite, they're going to need to purchase the premium reward track for the new Lego Pass. This can be accessed from the item shop towards the bottom of the page under the passes and Fortnite Crew tab, where players can find Chewbacca in the Lego Pass for 1,400 V-Bucks. Alternatively, players can select the LEGO Fortnite mode and head to the LEGO Pass screen, where they'll be prompted to upgrade to the premium reward track. Whilst the cost is 1,400 V-Bucks, might seem like a lot for an event pass, players will have access to tons of Star Wars related builds and decorations for LEGO Fortnite. Here's the list of the premium rewards in LEGO Pass. You get Chewbacca outfit, Chewbacca Lego style, the Dusty Durburger build, the Most Esley Cantina build, the Most Esley Large Garage build, the Tatooine Vaporos Decor Bundle, the Most Eisley Tower, the Tatooine Dining Decor Bundle, the Most Esley Emporium, the Tatooine Kitchenette, the Most Eisley Garage build, the Tatooine Hope, it's a decor bundle, and the Most Ensley Homestead build. So you get all that. The Rebel Adventures LEGO Pass is available through July 23rd, giving players 80 days from May 3rd to purchase Chewbacca. So you get a while. You don't have to do it necessarily today unless you want it today. But yeah, so you'd have to basically pay, I mean, with V-Bucks, unless you have your own right now, with V-Bucks you would have to get the probably $20 one that you get 2,000. You'd have to get that one because it's 1,400. I think they should have made it 1,200 because I have 200 V-Bucks sitting there right now, and I could just buy the $10 pass, or it's like an $8 pass, and you get 1,000 V-Bucks with it. But that's how they do it. That's how they get you. But yeah, so if you're a fan of LEGO Star Wars and Star Wars in general and Fortnite, then definitely go and get that. You'll definitely want a Chewbacca. Who wouldn't want a Chewbacca skin? I'm thinking of doing it. I got all the way till July 23rd, so I don't necessarily have to do it today. But yeah, I'm definitely wanting to do that. That is exciting. All right, let's move on to our next topic. Live Nation and $25 tickets. You heard me right. If you want to go to a concert, you can go for $25. And I'm going to tell you how to do that and what concerts you can see. Let's talk about it. Live Nation is doing it again. They're offering $25 tickets to several concerts and events, including in Chicago, in honor of the 10th annual concert week. The announcement was made on Wednesday. The $25 ticket offer spans a variety of genres, and here they are. Fans should check out the Concert Week website to confirm which dates from the tours below are a part of the Concert Week offer. Here we go. So we got 311, 21 Savage, A Bit with the Hoodie, I'm guessing that's a rapper, AJR, Alanis Morissette, Avril Lavigne, Bash for the World, Blink-182, Bret Michaels, Brooks and Dunn, Bryson Tiller, Bush, Cage the Elephant, Caffeines and Cafe Takvaba, I don't even know what that is, Celeste Barber, Chicago and Earth, Wind and Fire, Cigarettes After Sex, Cody Jinks, Cole Swindle, Creed, Dan and Shay, Dane Cook, Dashboard Confessional, Deep Purple, Dierks Bentley, Dita Van Teese, the Doobie Brothers, Drive-By Truckers, Feed, Five Finger Death Punch, Feruza Regina, Grupo Firme, Gunna, Hailstorm and I Prevail, Hank Williams Jr., Hootie and the Blowfish, Iron Maiden, Jacob Collier, Janet Jackson, that's huge, Jason Aldean, John Fogerty, Jordan Davis, Justin Moore and Randy Houser, Kids Bop Kids, Kings of Leon, Korn, Lainey Wilson, Lawrence, Limp Bizkit, Luke Bryan, Leonard Skinner and ZZ Top, Maggie Rogers, Maren Morris, the Marias, the Marley Brothers, Maroon 5, Maxwell, Megadeth, Meghan Trainor, Missy Elliott, The National and War on Drugs, Need to Breathe, New Kids on the Block, that one's huge, Niall Horn, that's a big one too, Outlaw Music Festival, Pink, Parker McCollum, Peso Pluma, Pixies and the Modest Mouse, the Queens of R&B, Escape and SWV, Rob Zombie and Alice Cooper, RuPaul's Drag Race, Sam Hunt, Sammy Hagar, Santana and the Counting Crows, Sarah McLachlan, Sean Paul, Slightly Stupid and Dirty Heads, The Smashing Pumpkins, Stained and Breaking Benjamin, Stone Temple Pilots and Live, Styx and Foreigner, Sum 41, Third Eye Blind, 3 Seconds to Mars, Tim McGraw, TK Kirkland, Train and REO Speedwagon, Two Door Cinema Club, Ty Trebet, Vampire Weekend, Whiskey Myers, and Whitney Cummings. Those are all the bands and events that you can see for $25 tickets. But you have to purchase them. It'll be, let's see, I believe it starts May 8th and it goes through May 14th. So, and there's actually over 5,000 select shows through all of those. So go check it out. It's next week, May 8th through the 14th. Go check it out, and you can get tickets for $25 to any of the shows I just mentioned. Make sure it's available in your area. That's definitely Chicagoland, but I believe it's everywhere. Obviously, if it's 5,000 shows, it's everywhere. So make sure you go check that out. And go check out New Kids on the Block for $25. Where can you see a concert for $25 a ticket? I wish Billie Eilish was on there, because I would be taking my daughter to see her, because that is amazing. I wish we get either New Kids on the Block or Avril Lavigne, because damn, I would love to see Avril Lavigne for $25. I mean, I'd pay more, but I just don't have money for all that, all that stuff. It's expensive. It's very expensive to go to a concert nowadays. So that kind of takes the burden off of it. All right, let's move on. Well, let's see where your top 10 favorite movies of last week. Let's see who went to see movies at the box office. Number 10 at the box office last week was Boy Kills World. Did a weekend gross of $1.7 million with a total gross of $2.1 million in its first week. Number 9 was Dune Part 2. Did a weekend gross of $2 million. Total gross of $280 million in 9 weeks. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire came in at number 8 with a weekend gross of $3.3 million. Total gross of $108 million in 6 weeks out. Number 7 was Kung Fu Panda 4. Did $3.6 million last weekend at the box office. Total gross of $186 million. Weeks released 8. Let's see. Number 6 was the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. It did a weekend gross of $3.8 million last week. Total gross of $17 million in 2 weeks. Number 5 was Abigail with a weekend gross of $5.2 million. Total gross of $20 million in 2 weeks out. The movie Civil War came in number 4. It did $7 million at the box office with a total gross of $56 million in 3 weeks. Number 3, still pulling strong, Godzilla Kong, The New Empire, did a weekend gross of $7.2 million and a total gross of $183 million in 5 weeks. That's insane. And I'm going to show you something funny about Godzilla Kong. Number 2 was Unsung Heroes. It was its first week release. It did $7.7 million weekend gross with a total gross of $9.7 million. And number 1 at the box office was Zendaya again. Challengers came in at number 1 in the box office in its first week. That's Zendaya. She does a lot. $15 million in the first weekend, $20 million gross. So it did an extra $5 million elsewhere. I definitely want to see that movie. It looks good. She plays a tennis star. But here, this is crazy. So Godzilla Kong, The New Empire, has only been out 5 weeks and did $183 million. Ghostbusters has been out for only 6 weeks, well, for 1 week more, and only did 108. People love Godzilla and Kong. I mean, I'm not saying that Ghostbusters didn't do okay. 108 million is a lot of money. I mean, if you had 108 million, you'd be considered rich, right? But it depends on how much it costs to make the movie, too. And that's a big one. So, we'll see. But box office still going strong. Zendaya with the big premiere week. That was huge. But yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, let's move on. Cobra Kai. That's right. How is this working? Cobra Kai. Let's go over how the final season is going to work on Netflix. So if you're a watcher of Netflix, a Netflix connoisseur, if you will, you know that a lot of times when a final season comes on, they split it. They don't want to do it all at one time. They want you to keep coming back to watch it more and more. They did the same thing with Ozark. Okay, they split that into 2 seasons, the final season of it. So it was 1 season, but it was split into half. So you got first half of the episodes, and then you got the second half of the episodes. With Cobra Kai's final season, they are deciding to do a 3-part ending to the show. 15 episodes. Part 1's going to drop on July 18th. Then they're going to hold part 2 till November 28th. And then a third part, dubbed the finale event, won't be released until sometime in 2025. That is some shit. Yes, I said it. I will put a parental advisory on this. It is some shit. Who wants to wait all the way till 2025 to see the final part of that season? 15 episodes. So what are you going to do? 5, 5, and 5? Or are you going to do, like, maybe hold off the last 3 for 2025 and just split the other ones? I mean, how are they going to do this? It doesn't even tell you how they're going to do it. It just says 15 episodes, part 1 drops July 18th, part 2 November 28th, and the third part, dubbed the finale event, won't be released until sometime in 2025. So my take is 5, 5, and 5. That makes sense, right? Because you're not going to have people just binge one episode. But if you know Netflix and you watch a show called The Circle, which me and my wife just got into, we love the show. We watched season 6. Now people say, you didn't start with season 1? No, because the one gay dude caught our attention. Because he was like, I couldn't even tell if he was a man or a woman. Like, he seriously looked like, and I don't want to get canceled for this, but he looked like It's Pat from Saturday Night Live. Like, I couldn't tell if he was male or a female. And even in the previews, I really couldn't tell. So, we ended up having to watch it. And we found out he's really a man. But he's a cool guy. And he's funny. And he's got that, like, he has that, like, really girly voice. And he actually sounds funny when he, like, squeaks and stuff. So, I mean, it's been a fun thing to watch. But what I didn't know when we started it was that you can't binge the whole season. So, we watched it till it stopped. And then the new releases came out Wednesday of this week, but the finale episode comes out next Wednesday. So they have one episode dropping next Wednesday, unless they're going to surprise everybody and have more than one. But yeah, they put like 4 episodes, and then like 4 more episodes, and then they're going to have 1 episode. Netflix, they do this to keep people watching. They keep you watching, but at the same time, it gets kind of annoying. Like, I don't want to wait. If I'm into Cobra Kai season 6 and knowing it's the finale of the series, I want to see it a lot sooner than that. So you can go to Netflix or anywhere, even YouTube, and watch the teaser. They released a teaser trailer for it. It looks really good. I watched it yesterday. It looks like a decent season. It's going to be a good finale season, but the fact that I got to wait till 2025, and they don't even have a release date yet. They didn't say January. They didn't say February. They're saying sometime in 2025. What does that mean? Like, they better not wait till like June of next year to show the finale. No one wants to wait that long. If I just watch part 1 and 2 in July and November, I want to see the last part in January. Then show it right away. Maybe release it on like New Year's Day or something like that. So we'll see how they do it, but I'm excited for it. I think everybody's excited. It says the official description: picking up where Cobra Kai eliminated from the Valley, our senseis and students must decide if and how they will compete in the Sexai Takai, the World Championships of Karate. So we'll see what happens there. I think everybody's excited. Cobra Kai season 6, it's going to be good, but I'm not a fan of how they're doing this. Alright, so on that topic, let's talk about Netflix in May. Let's see what's coming to Netflix and other streaming services for this month. Alright, so here we go. Now, some of this came as of May 1st, which was actually a few days ago, but here's what's coming and to Netflix in the month of May. May 1st, which was 2 days ago, Airport Movie Collection, Airport 1975, and Airport 77. Black Clover Season 2. Blended, the movie with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. Blue Mountain State Seasons 1 through 3. Blue Mountain State, The Rise of Thailand. Crybabies Magic Tears Season 3. Dark Waters. Dow Special Super Soft Power. That's a Netflix original stand-up comedy. Down the Rabbit Hole, a Netflix original Mexican comedy about a 10-year-old boy who begins partaking in his father's illegal activities. That sounds really good. I might have to check that one out. Dr. Stone, Season 1 anime series. Eat, Pray, Love with Julia Roberts. Frankly Speaking, Season 1. Girls Trip from 2017. Haiku, new seasons. It's anime. Hermati, The Diamond Bazaar. Hellboy, Hulk from 2003. Jerry Lee Lewis, Trouble in Mind. It's a music documentary. Jumanji from 1995 with Robin Williams. Jujutsu Kaisen, Season 1. The movie Liar Liar with Jim Carrey. Madagascar, Escape to Africa. Mortal Kombat from 2021. Mr. and Mrs. Smith with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. My Mercury, 2024 documentary. One More Shot. It says the streaming debut of the action thriller about a Navy SEAL fighting his way through an airport siege. That sounds really good. And then Outlander Season 6, Patriots Day from 2016, Public Enemies, Rather, Ride Along with Ice Cube and Kevin Hart, Shrek, Shrek Forever After, Starship Troopers, The Best Man Holiday, The Edge of 17, The Equalizer, The Gentleman, The Great Wall, The Matrix Resurrections from 2021. That was the fourth Matrix movie. I didn't even know they made a fourth Matrix movie in 2021. I have to check that out. Nutty Professor Collection, the number 1 and number 2. The Unbroken Voice Season 2. The Wedding Planner with Jennifer Lopez and Matthew McConaughey. The Young Victoria, Traffic, Unnatural, White House Down with Jamie Foxx, and Woody Woodpecker from 2018. So that's coming. May 2nd was A Man in Full, which is a limited series. It says highly anticipated new 6-part drama produced by David E. Kelly and starring Jeff Daniels about a real estate broker who has a crumbling empire. Let's see. Beautiful Rebel, Lola, Secrets of Neanderthals, Shadow in the Cloud, and T.P. Bond Season 1. May 3rd, which is today, Two Hearts. John Mulaney presents Everybody's in L.A. It's a comedy event. Postcards, Selling the O.C., and Unfrosted. Comedy movie on the breakfast wars of the 1960s with a big ensemble cast led by Jerry Seinfeld. Oh, you know what? That Unfrosted they just did a big premiere for that in L.A. I saw it on TikTok. A guy was there that does a lot of TikToks from L.A. and he walks people around and sees celebrities and stuff. And he was at the premiere of that. Jerry Seinfeld was there. Michael Richards, who played Kramer. I just did the Kramer thing with my hand. Everyone's excited about Kramer. And then a bunch of other people were there. It was pretty cool seeing it. Fluffy was there too. And then what's coming to Netflix on May 4th, which is tomorrow, Cat Williams, Woke. It says Woke Fook. I'm guessing I know what that's supposed to mean. Stand-up comedy by Cat Williams and The Atypical Family, Season 1. It's a K-drama series about a family who all lose their superhero abilities. Also coming May 5th on Cinco de Mayo, Larva and Mars, The Peanut Butter Falcon, and Roast of Tom Brady live. That's going to be live. Netflix is doing live stuff now. It's pretty cool. What's also coming in May, on May 6th, the 30 for 30 collection. 30 for 30 Broke, 30 for 30 Dion's Double Play, and 30 for 30 The Two Escobars. Reba, the TV show, seasons 1 through 6 is coming. May 7th, Super Rich in Korea. May 8th, Slith the Spy Hunter, or the Hunt Saga, The Final Attack on Wembley, and War Dogs. Let's see. Also coming May 9th will be The Mother of the Bride. It's a Netflix original. It is not in any way related to Father of the Bride. This one's with Brooke Shields and Miranda Cosgrove. Let's see. I'm just looking for the big ones now. I'm not going to go over everything here because there's a lot. Pokemon Horizons, the series part 2 is coming in May. Mark Twain Prize Award, Kevin Hart. It's a comedy special. And that's pretty much it. The show Archer seasons 1 through 4 will be here. Married at First Sight, Season 15. Ashley Madison, Sex, Lies, and Scandal. It's a documentary on the hack dating site. Ooh, that sounds good. That's definitely going to be good. Let's see. I'm just catching things that catch my eye. Dumb and Dumber 2. That's the sequel to Dumb and Dumber. That's coming. Power. It's a Netflix original. That's coming. Thelma the Unicorn. It's for kids. That's coming. I think it's for kids. Okay, yeah. Let's making sure. Because some things that sound kid isn't always kid-friendly. Rachel Feinstein's Big Guy. It's a comedy stand-up special. That's coming to Netflix in May. And that looks like it for Netflix. That's good. There's other stuff, too. Obviously, you can see Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 1. Just go check it out. Maybe there's something I didn't mention that's going to be on there. Like I said, I'm not mentioning everything. Just some stuff. All right, let's move on now. We are going to move on to Peacock. Yeah, that's right. Peacock is going to have a lot of cool stuff in the month of May. Let's go over the list of what's coming to the Peacock network. Obviously, everybody knows tomorrow we are going to see Backlash on there live, so make sure you check that out. The Tattooist of Auschwitz is coming on May 2nd. That's already here. The American Society of Magical Negroes. That's a Peacock exclusive. Don't know what that is, but you can check that out. May 4th, tomorrow, the Kentucky Derby will be live on there. Let's see. Eurovision Song Contest, May 7th. Vanderpump Rules Season 11 on May 8th. May 9th, Love Undercover Season 1. It's a Peacock original. May 16th, Caillou Season 1, new episodes. They're bringing it back. That can't stand that kid. And We Are Lady Parts Season 2 on May 30th. But let's see. These are TV shows. Everybody knows the TV shows are on there. May 1st, though, Lopez vs. Lopez Season 2 finale was on there. 10 Things I Hate About You, 27 Dresses, The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Bride for Christmas, Boo! A Medea Halloween, The Boss, Bruce Lee the Legend, Couples Retreat, The Da Vinci Code, Doom, Dragon, The Bruce Lee Story, Enemy at the Gates, 5-Star Christmas, Fletch Lives, Get Out, that's a good movie, Identity Theft, Inferno, The Irresistible Blueberry Farm, The Joy Luck Club, Jurassic Park 1 and 3. I don't see any other ones. Kindergarten Cop, that's a great movie. King Kong, Life of Pi, Life of the Party, Little Rascals, The Lost World, Jurassic Park, I think that was the second one. Let's see, Mad Max, Medea Goes to Jail, Medea's Big Happy Family. I'm doing only the good ones. The Mummy Returns, The Mummy from 99, Pitch Black, Riddick, The Rundown, The Scorpion King, Shrek Forever After, Shrek the Third, Spy Kids 1, 2, 3D, and 4, Step Brothers, This is 40, that's a good movie. Step Brothers is awesome. Uncle Buck, I love that movie. Let's see, May 2nd, Chucky Season 3 finale, Kentucky, like I said, Kentucky Derby, WWE Backlash, all going to be live tomorrow, May 4th. Real Housewives of New Jersey, Season 14 premiere. I'm just going through some good ones. Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, saw that in the theater, definitely recommend it. American Ninja Warrior, Women's Championship, Season 15, that's new. Let's see, Caillou, Season 1, yuck. Law and Order, Season 23 finale, that's going to be May 17th. And then, of course, have everybody heard, Law and Order Organized Crime with Stabler in it is moving to Peacock next season. It got booted off of the NBC network and going to their streaming service instead. I'd still watch it there. May 23rd, Chicago Fire, Chicago Med, and Chicago PD finales. Those are going to be on Peacock if you don't have regular cable. Knock at the Cabin, that's a good one, coming May 24th. American Ninja Warrior Couple Special, that's going to be good. That's on May 28th. And if you watch We Are the Lady Parts Season 2, that starts. Live sporting events, Kentucky Derby, Backlash, a lot of good stuff coming. They're going to do a lot of good stuff on Peacock. I know they're trying to get different stuff, maybe even like the NBA and all that, so that'll be good. And then let's go over HBO Max, and I believe that's going to be my last one for streaming services. I was going to do Hulu, but Hulu releases a lot of the same stuff that you'll see on other streaming services, so I'm not going to go over all that. But HBO Max, I'm a big fan of. I like a lot of their content and stuff, so let's go over that really quick. Alright, so new on HBO Max for May of 2024. May 1st, All About My Mother, Black Christmas, Crank High Voltage, The Dead Don't Die, Don John, Eddie the Eagle, The Edge, The Florida Project, Guy's Grocery Game, Season 35 on the Food Network, Hellboy 2, Jack and the Beanstalk from 1952, Jersey Boys, The Killing of Sacred Deer, The Lighthouse, Mad Max 1, Mad Max 2, and Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, My 600-Pound Life, Where Are They Now, Poltergeist 1, 2, and 3, Silver Linings Playbook, Sisters, The Upside of Anger, Wild Mountain Theme, and Wonderland. Coming May 2nd, Selena and Restaurant, Season 1, Six is Not a Crowd, that's Season 1, Turtles All the Way Down, a Max Original. May 3rd, Bat Wheels, Season 2B on Cartoon Network, Teen Titans Go, Season 8, Cartoon Network. May 4th, America's Backyard Gold, Season 1. On Cinco de Mayo, People Magazine, Killer Investigation, Season 1 on ID. May 6th, Mini Beat Power Rockers. And I'm looking to see if there's anything good. May 8th, In Pursuit with John Walsh, Season 5 on ID. May 9th, Pretty Little Liars, Summer School. That's a Max Original. May 10th, The Iron Claw. May 11th, I love this woman, Nikki Glazer. She is hilarious. Really dirty, but she's funny. Somebody You'll Die. If you don't like raunchy comedy, then do not watch that. But if you like raunchy comedy, she's your girl. Check out Nikki Glazer. Let's see. I'm looking now to see if there's anything else good. My Lottery Dream Home. If you watch that, my wife is obsessed with David from that show. She loves him. Let's see. She said if we ever win the lotto and ever want to buy a house or something, she would call. If we won the lotto and we wanted to purchase our own house, she'd call David. I think everybody would. He's a cool guy. I mean, look, I watch that show with her once in a while. He is funny. He's one of the funniest gay men ever. I love the dude. But, you know. Let's see what else is on here. That's pretty much it. Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, May 26th. And that's it. So those are all the good stuff coming to HBO Max. Now, let's talk about my review. And I got this from my friend Randy Williams. I'm giving him a shout out because he's the one that picked it. Very, very good band. I'm going to tell you who they are. Now, before I lose this, because I was like looking, I clicked on something on Facebook really quick before I went to where I do my review thing, and it says Drew McIntyre was on the Pat McAfee show. Have to throw this in there. Drew McIntyre said about CM Punk, I'll tear you apart on social media, I'll step from behind the keyboard, and I'll tear you apart physically. Now, if I wasn't married, I'd take your girl too. That's the kind of troll I am. I love Drew McIntyre. I'm glad he signed back with WWE and that he's going to be there for the long haul. That is freaking awesome. This is the ultimate trolling. Like, he is like the ultimate troll on the internet. Like, he is everything that you argue with when you're on social media. I love it. He's awesome. Drew McIntyre, one of my favorite superstars in the WWE. I can't wait till him and CM Punk actually get to fight each other. They are going to have awesome promos leading to whatever their matches. I believe they're going to wrestle at SummerSlam. I think Drew, but really I think before CM Punk goes after Drew for a title, I think they should have a one-on-one match for a non-title. So I think they should fight before he gets his title shot, but I believe he's going to win. And next week I'm going to go over the events that are left for the year. and we'll go over what events are coming up for the WWE. That'll be a little fun segment that we're going to do. And we'll talk about where I think Drew McIntyre is going to win his WWE title back off of his world title from Damian Priest, because it's going to happen. I believe it's going to happen. But my music review for this week comes from my friend Randy Williams. The group is called Within Temptation, and he wanted me to review this CD. It's called Hydra. CD is very good. I never heard this group before. They, to me, have a rock feel, but they are, and they do. They're like, I'd have to see exactly what genre they are. But before we do that, I'm going to let people know my review of it. I definitely give it a very good rating. I love this band. I am going to listen to more of their stuff. My favorite songs on the album were Edge of the World, Paradise, What About Us featuring Tarja, and then I also like this song called And We Run featuring Exhibit. The song Let Us Burn was good, and my other fifth favorite song on it was Tell Me Why. They also do some covers on it too. They did a cover of Radioactive, Summertime Sadness, Let Her Go, and Dirty Dancing. Those were all good too. Or Dirty Dancer, sorry. Those were all good too. I like their cover of those. I think it sounded really good. But the original stuff that they did, to me, was even better. But yeah, they are a very good group. Check out Within Temptation, Hydra. I definitely give them a 4.5 out of 5 records for this one. And I will definitely be checking out all their other music. The thing that gave me 4.5 is, even though I did like their covers, I'm not a big... if I want to hear a mainstream artist, I really don't like covers out of CD. I'd rather hear you do a cover maybe at a concert. But covers, unless they start as a cover band, I don't know a lot about them. This is the first time I ever heard them. So I might be wrong about that. I don't know if they're a cover band or if they are a band who just did a few covers. If they're a cover band, that's cool to do both. But my thing is, if I want to hear mainstream on a CD, I want all your originals only. Unless you do a cover CD, which is all covers, that's fine too. But at least then it's just like a cover of it. So yeah. But very good group. 4.5 out of 5 records. They are amazing. I like their stuff. It says it came out in February of 2014. It's got 18 songs on it. It is explicit, so if you're going to listen, you might not want to listen with your kids. But definitely check out Within Temptation. A very good group. I will definitely listen to more of their stuff. Let me look them up really quick. What genre exactly is... Then this will tell you if you want to hear it, because some people like certain genres, someone don't. Let's see. Within... Oh, here it is. Popped right up. Gothic metal and symphonic metal. That makes sense. When you hear it, yeah, you'll hear that. But yeah, definitely good. They're called symphonic metal. So definitely go check them out. And if you're a big fan of any kind of metal, they're really good. Alright, so finally on the show, before we take off for the week, top 10. My top 10 list this week is of Nintendo characters. I thought with the whole Fortnite release, with the Star Wars, we would do a little video game thing this week theme. And so here is the top 10. Now, this is not my top 10. This is the top 10 that was rated on. So let's see who they got in the top 10. Number 10, Pikachu. Number 9 is Fox McCloud. Number 8 is King Bowser Koopa. Number 7 is Donkey Kong. I agree with that. I love Donkey Kong. Number 6, Luigi. Number 5 is Samir's Aran. Number 4, Kirby. Number 3 is Yoshi. Number 2 is Mario. And number 1 is Link from Legend of Zelda. Now for me, I would move Link to number 2. Mario is always going to be my favorite. And Donkey Kong to me would have been 3. I like Yoshi, Yoshi, but not enough to put him number 3. So yeah. I am going to take off. I will see everybody next week. I hope everybody has a great week. A bee just flew right past my head. And I thought it was about to sting me, but it didn't. I don't like bee stings. And I do my shows outside because it's nice weather. I was doing it outside even in the winter because it really wasn't that bad. But yeah, so I'm going to take off on that note. I'll see everybody next week. Next week we're going to talk a little more about WWE stuff. We'll have the Backlash results of who won the matches. We'll talk NBA playoffs. I'm going to take a week off from the NFL because there's not much going on this week with the NFL, so we won't talk much about that. We'll get more into that probably end of May and June, and then of course July with training camp. So we'll talk about all that, and we'll see what else we'll talk about. But until then, I will see everybody next week. Stay safe, stay healthy, don't die, and I will see everybody next week. Have a great weekend. Enjoy Cinco de Mayo, and of course, may the 4th be with you. I'll see everybody later. Peace.